realised the full extent of the changes that the immigration program would bring.
1945, and the war gives way to a shaky peace. A place called home is for many only a memory, as they consider their options for an uncertain future. Australia, along with other countries, opens its doors, but on certain conditions. Migrants must be white, healthy, and if non-British and sponsored by the government, prepared to work under contract for 2 years. Between 1946 and 1952, 400,000 people arrive in Australia. Upon arrival, they're transported to one of a number of migrant centres, or they go directly to jobs that they're often ill-prepared for. Nothing in their new land is like the countries they have left. Everything is foreign. The language, the food, the culture, the attitudes, even the work and the weather, and for many, the freedom of post-war Australia. All that remains of their homeland is contained in a suitcase. In 1949, Keith Stodden began working in the newly formed Commonwealth Department of Immigration. He was intimately involved with the reception of thousands of Australia's post-war immigrants.
I'd done well at school in what were called foreign languages. I think I got a couple of exhibitions at matriculation, and I was looking for a job over the school holidays and came across this booklet called A Career for You, the Commonwealth Public Service, and there's some reference in it to the various government departments that had vacancies, including immigration. And here we are, it's got 3 ticks opposite it. Departments concerned with the operation of services, social, scientific and cultural. Social services, as it was, health, repatriation, information, immigration. And they snapped me up. They wanted somebody who knew some modern European languages, or at least 2 of them. And of course I was interested in the diversity of origins and nationalities and languages and religions. The Muslim displaced persons, mostly from Yugoslavia, for example, that came under the IRO scheme. Who knows about them? Hardly anybody. And the Jewish people who came under the IRO scheme, including the former mayor of Caulfield, Emil Braun. What a diverse group of people they were, and how they have enriched Australia, but not only that, how by being the first sort of large-scale European assisted migrants, how they prepared the ground for the later assisted passage arrangements with the countries I've named, Netherlands, Italy, Germany, Greece, Austria, and so on, Yugoslavia and Spain, never Portugal, by the way, France, the Scandinavian countries, the USA, Switzerland, Turkey, that's about and Malta, of course, from early on, and Ireland. That's about the sum of it.
Keith, what's the background to the post-war immigration program?
Yes, well, it's based on the experiences of the time, and those experiences have come to be summed up with the slogan "Populate or Perish," and that slogan was used by Arthur Colwell. He was a man with great vision, a man who's been, I believe, often misunderstood, if not maligned, wrongly accused of various failings, and the more one finds out about the man and his his interests and his influence, the more one comes to admire him. He learnt Mandarin Chinese, for example, and was on friendly terms with Melbourne's Chinese community, even though his duties required him under the law of the land to remove Chinese wartime refugees and various other people from Australia. But that didn't hold him back from having sufficient interest in their background and their culture and language for him to take the trouble to learn to speak Mandarin.
And he was the very first Commonwealth Minister.
He was the very first Commonwealth Minister for Immigration. That's true. From 1945 till the 10th of December 1949, when the Chifley government was voted out.